In 1943, London was a city at war. The Second World War had been raging for 4 years. The city bore the scars of conflict. Bombing raids known as the Blitz had devastated many areas. Yet, amidst the destruction, Londoners displayed remarkable resilience. The year 1943 marked a turning point in the war. Allied forces were gaining ground. However, the threat of German air raids remained. London, as the capital city, was a primary target. The city's residents lived with constant uncertainty. Despite the challenges, life went on. Londoners adapted to a new normal. They sought solace in their communities and found ways to keep their spirits up. The year 1943 showcased both the devastation and the indomitable spirit of London. The Blitz, a period of intense bombing by the German Luftwaffe, had a profound impact on London. From September 1940 to May 1941, the city endured relentless air raids. Thousands of civilians were killed and countless buildings were destroyed. The East End, in particular, suffered significant damage. The Blitz left an enduring mark on London's physical and social fabric. Homes were reduced to rubble. Families were torn apart. The city's infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and transportation systems, was severely disrupted. The scars of the Blitz were still visible in 1943. Despite the devastation, Londoners refused to be defeated. They displayed remarkable resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Reconstruction efforts began almost immediately. People cleared debris, rebuilt their homes, and supported one another. The spirit of defiance was palpable. Daily life in 1943 London was shaped by the realities of war. Rationing was in full effect, limiting the availability of food, clothing, and other essential goods. Blackouts were enforced at night to make it difficult for enemy bombers to target the city. Air raid sirens became a familiar sound. Families coped with the separation of loved ones serving in the armed forces. Women played a vital role in the war effort, working in factories, hospitals, and other essential services. Children were evacuated to the countryside for safety. Life was far from normal. Despite the hardships, Londoners found ways to maintain a sense of normalcy. They sought entertainment in pubs, cinemas, and theatres. Music halls continued to put on shows. People found solace in their communities and drew strength from shared experiences. The human spirit endured. Section 4. Footage of Resilience, Londoners Carry On. This chapter delves into the heart of London during one of its most challenging periods, showcasing the unyielding spirit of its people. Restored footage from 1943 offers a glimpse into the lives of ordinary Londoners during this extraordinary time. The streets, though scarred by war, are filled with the hustle and bustle of daily life, a testament to the city's determination to carry on. We see children playing in bomb-damaged streets, their laughter a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the destruction around them, these children find joy and normalcy in their games, a poignant reminder of the innocence that persists even in times of war. Women in headscarves operate machinery in factories, their faces determined as they contribute to the war effort. These women, stepping into roles traditionally held by men, showcase the strength and adaptability of the home front. Their work was crucial not just for the war effort, but for the future of gender roles in society. The footage captures the camaraderie and community spirit that thrived amidst the adversity. Neighbours band together, supporting one another through the hardships, embodying the phrase, "keep calm and carry on." Neighbours help each other clear debris after air raids. This collective effort to rebuild and recover highlights the unity and resilience of the London community. Each act of kindness and cooperation strengthens the social fabric of the city. Families gather around battery-powered radios, eager for news from the front lines. These moments of togetherness, filled with hope and anxiety, underscore the importance of staying informed and connected during turbulent times. These images remind us that even in the darkest of times, hope and humanity can prevail. The resilience displayed by Londoners during the Blitz is a powerful example of how communities can endure and overcome even the most daunting challenges. The restored footage also reveals the scars that the war had left on London. Buildings lie in ruins, a stark reminder of the destructive power of the Blitz. Yet these ruins also tell a story of survival and the city's unwavering spirit. Buildings lie in ruins, a stark reminder of the destructive power of the Blitz. The skeletal remains of once grand structures stand as silent witnesses to the ferocity of the bombings. Yet amidst the devastation we see signs of life and rebuilding. The determination to restore and renew is evident in every brick laid and every window repaired. This rebuilding process is not just physical but also emotional, as the city heals from its wounds. These images serve as a powerful testament to the indomitable spirit of Londoners, their ability to find strength in unity, to rebuild from the ashes, and to maintain hope in the face of adversity is a legacy that continues to inspire. The story of Londoners during World War II is not just a historical account, but a timeless lesson in resilience and community. Section 5. Landmarks of War Scars and Symbols. In this chapter, we delve into the profound impact of World War II on London's iconic landmarks, exploring how these structures bore the brunt of the conflict and emerged as enduring symbols of resilience and defiance. Certain landmarks in London took on particular significance during the war. These buildings, already steeped in history, became even more meaningful as they stood against the backdrop of a city under siege. The Houses of Parliament, a symbol of British democracy, became a target for German bombers. The damage inflicted was not just physical, but also symbolic, as the enemy sought to undermine the very heart of British governance. Buckingham Palace, the residence of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, also sustained damage. The royal family's decision to stay in London during the bombings was a powerful statement of solidarity with their people. These attacks on iconic buildings were intended to demoralize the British people. The enemy believed that by targeting these symbols of national pride, they could break the spirit of the nation. However, instead of breaking their spirit, the attacks only strengthened Londoners' resolve. The people of London, known for their resilience, rallied together, determined to protect their city and their way of life. The damaged landmarks became symbols of defiance. Each scar and each piece of rubble told a story of resistance and unwavering determination. The Houses of Parliament continued to function, and the King and Queen remained in London, refusing to abandon their people. Their presence was a beacon of hope and stability in a time of chaos. Other landmarks took on new roles during the war. Buildings that once served different purposes were repurposed to support the war effort, showcasing the adaptability and ingenuity of the British people. Underground stations were used as air raid shelters, providing refuge from the bombs. These subterranean sanctuaries became lifelines for countless civilians, offering safety and a sense of community during the darkest times. Parks and gardens were transformed into allotments, where people grew their own food to supplement their rations. This initiative not only helped alleviate food shortages, but also fostered a spirit of self-reliance and cooperation. Every available space was utilized for the war effort. From public buildings to private homes, the entire city mobilized to support the fight against the enemy. This collective effort was a testament to the unity and determination of the British people, who stood together in the face of adversity. Section 6. Prominent Figures in 1943. London. The year 1943 saw a number of prominent figures playing crucial roles in London. This was a time when the city was not only the heart of the British Empire, but also a focal point in the global struggle of World War II. The streets of London were bustling with activity despite the constant threat of air raids and the ongoing war effort. Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister, remained a beacon of strength and determination, rallying the nation with his inspiring speeches. His words provided hope and resilience to a population weary from years of conflict. Churchill's leadership was instrumental in maintaining the morale of both the military and the civilian population. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth provided moral support through their steadfast presence in the capital. They frequently visited bombed areas, hospitals, and troops, offering comfort and encouragement. Their unwavering commitment to the people of London helped to strengthen the resolve of the nation during these trying times. Other notable figures included Lord Louis Mountbatten, who was appointed Supreme Allied Commander in Southeast Asia. His strategic acumen and leadership were crucial in coordinating the Allied efforts in this critical theatre of the war. Mountbatten's contributions extended beyond the battlefield, as he also played a key role in post-war planning and reconstruction. and Dwight D. Eisenhower, who arrived in London to take command of the Allied forces in Europe. Eisenhower's presence in London symbolized the strong partnership between the United States and the United Kingdom. His leadership was vital in planning and executing operations that would eventually lead to the liberation of Europe from Nazi occupation. These leaders played pivotal roles in shaping the course of the war. Their decisions and actions had far-reaching consequences, not only for the outcome of the conflict, but also for the future of the world. The collaboration and coordination among these leaders were essential in achieving the ultimate victory. In addition to political and military leaders, many ordinary Londoners emerged as heroes during this time. The resilience and bravery of the civilian population were remarkable. Despite the constant threat of bombings and the hardships of wartime life, Londoners continued to go about their daily lives, supporting the war effort in any way they could. Air raid wardens risked their lives to guide people to safety during bombing raids. These unsung heroes were often the first responders during air raids, ensuring that civilians found shelter and that the injured received medical attention. Their dedication and bravery saved countless lives. Nurses and doctors worked tirelessly in hospitals to treat the wounded. The medical staff faced overwhelming challenges, from dealing with mass casualties to working in makeshift hospitals under difficult conditions. Their compassion and professionalism were a source of comfort and hope for those affected by the war. Their courage and compassion inspired the nation. The collective efforts of these individuals, both prominent and ordinary, helped to sustain the spirit of London during one of the darkest periods in its history. Their legacy of bravery, resilience, and unity continues to be remembered and honored to this day. Section 7. Culture and entertainment in the midst of war. Despite the hardships of war, Londoners found ways to maintain their cultural life. Theatres and cinemas remained open, providing a much-needed escape from the realities of war. Musicians and entertainers boosted morale with performances at military bases and hospitals. The war also had a significant impact on the arts. Painters, writers, and filmmakers drew inspiration from the conflict, creating works that reflected the experiences and emotions of the time. Notable wartime films included In Which We Serve and The Life and Death of Colonel Blitz. Music played a particularly important role in boosting morale. Popular songs like We'll Meet Again and The White Cliffs of Dover expressed themes of hope, resilience, and longing for peace. Radio broadcasts featuring news, music, and entertainment became a lifeline for many Londoners.